Have you ever read a book that feels less like watching a movie and more like you're actually living inside someone else's head? That is the unique, incredible power of Virginia Woolf. Today, we're going to dive into her groundbreaking style and explore a really fascinating theory that connects her writing to a specific way our brains can work. Let's get into it. And this quote? It's just a perfect example of what I'm talking about. See, Woolf isn't describing some grand, sweeping landscape. She's capturing a feeling. These matches struck unexpectedly in the dark. Her focus is almost entirely on the internal world, not the external one. And that brings up a really important question. Yeah, why? Why does reading her work feel so intensely personal, so deep inside a character's consciousness? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out. Okay, so first things first. Let's break down what makes Virginia Woolf's style so absolutely revolutionary. It wasn't just the stories she told, it was the very way she told them. This slide really lays it all out. On one side, you have traditional description, right? It's all about painting a clear, steady picture for you, the reader. But then you have Woolf. She goes in a totally different direction, diving deep into a character's mind and giving us these flashes and fragments of their thoughts and feelings. Now, this technique, it has a name. It's called stream of consciousness. And honestly, it's the first major key to unlocking the whole mystery of Woolf's writing. So what in the world is stream of consciousness? Okay, imagine you could plug a cable directly into a character's brain and just experience their thoughts in real time. The random memories, the sudden bursts of emotion, the half-formed ideas, all of it, flowing freely. That's what Woolf does. So you can see, right? It's all about capturing the mind in motion. It's not about what a character sees with their eyes, but what it actually feels like to be that person. Now, I want you to hold on to that idea, because we are about to take a pretty surprising turn into the world of neuroscience. So here's a thought. What if Woolf's unique style wasn't just some clever literary device? What if it was actually a window into how her own mind worked? To even begin to understand this, we need to talk about this fascinating cognitive phenomenon called aphantasia. Okay, do me a favor. Right now, I want you to try and picture an apple. Can you see it? The red skin, the little stem, maybe a green leaf. For most of us, that's a pretty simple task. But for people with aphantasia, that mental image, it just isn't there. They know what an apple is, but they literally cannot see it in their mind's eye. It's this idea of knowing something without actually seeing it in your head. People with aphantasia have all the information about that apple. They know its taste, its texture, its color, but they access it as facts, as data, not as a picture. It's a really incredible glimpse into just how diverse human cognition can be. And it's really, really important to get this straight. Aphantasia isn't a disorder or some kind of disability. It's not blindness, and it is absolutely not a lack of imagination or creativity. It is simply a different way of thinking. So, what on earth does this have to do with Virginia Woolf? All right, this is it. This is where everything starts to click together. On one side, we have Woolf's intensely internal, very non-visual style of writing, and on the other, we have aphantasia, which is a non-visual way of thinking. Is it possible? Are these two things connected? I mean, just look at how closely these two align. Woolf's focus on the internal world. That's a perfect fit for a mind that thinks in concepts instead of pictures. Her avoidance of really detailed visual descriptions? That makes perfect sense if she wasn't creating those images in her own mind. The parallels, they're pretty undeniable. This quote just nails it. We don't need to see Mrs. Dalloway's face to understand exactly who she is. Woolf gives us direct, unfiltered access to her inner world, which is precisely how someone with aphantasia might experience and understand another person. So where does that leave us? I mean, what are we supposed to make of all this? Look, while we can't travel back in time and know for sure that Virginia Woolf had aphantasia, this whole theory offers a fascinating, brand new way to read and understand her work. Could it be that her revolutionary style wasn't just a creative choice, but a direct reflection of her own mind? An internal mirror that allowed her to show the rest of the world what it's like to think without pictures. It's a wild thought. And why does this matter? Well, for one, it gives us a completely new lens to appreciate Woolf's genius. It also highlights the incredible diversity of the human mind. And it builds this amazing, surprising bridge between the worlds of literature and neuroscience. And all of this just leaves us with one huge, tantalizing question. If Woolf's writing was so profoundly shaped by her unique mind, how many other great works of art, books, paintings, music, are the product of an artist's hidden, unseen cognitive landscape? It's a thought that kind of changes how you look at, well, everything.